Welcome to cltfc Fan TV, for the fans, by the fans, damn it. I'm JT and I'm here to tell you that today is the day. It is official. Your Charlotte FC has its first head coach, 36-year-old Miguel Ángel Ramírez. The 36-year-old Ramírez is considered to be one of soccer's brightest young minds, with coaching stops in Spain, Qatar, Ecuador, and Brazil. He joined Charlotte FC after leading the Brazilian club Internacional earlier this year. Ramírez is best known for leading his underdog Ecuadorian club, Independiente del Valle, to the Copa Sudamericana title in 2019, the first international title in the club's history. His teams are known for their attacking, possession-based style of soccer, which has become extremely popular among fans like you and me. Let's learn a little bit more from our live event that cltfc Fan TV had on Monday night when we first heard rumblings that Miguel was going to be our coach. Let's see what the experts, Top Ben 90 and Vaughn, have to say about Miguel Ángel Ramírez.
I'll go first. Yeah, I think it's fantastic. I mean, it's a signing that I think is going to be respected by a lot of people in outside circles. It's definitely a big name coming out of South American football. I don't think many people had his name pegged early on for coming to Charlotte FC. I know I'd kind of discredited the thought of it, considering he just had made an appointment back in March. So yeah, I think it's a really big signing for us. More high profile than maybe the John Hackworths that we were talking about. Yeah. But yeah, no, this is a positive signing. I think it's a really good signal of intent by the Charlotte FC front office and the team of what they want to see of the style of play. I just love that this is one more piece of the puzzle, right? Like now we have an idea of the direction things are going to go. We can start to see how players fit into a style that is clearly defined, right? We can go watch game tape of a specific manager, see what he likes to implement, what he tries to do, and see now how the players that are signed to Charlotte FC, how they fit into that. So that's really exciting.
In connection to how does he fit with the players that we already have in the roster, I think Sergio is going to be very happy about this type of coach. You know, he's in Las Palmas right now. Our coach is originally from Las Palmas. He likes to play with a high line as well, and an aggressive center back. You have that in Jan Trbucinski. Anyone that watches South American soccer knows that Independiente del Valle they're not even one of the top teams in Ecuador. Like you have Liga de Quito, who's big there, and this team, like what he did with that team is very impressive. It's pretty much like Huddersfield making to the FA Cup final.
If he's not successful, he's not going to have a long time here. And if he is successful, he's going to have bigger opportunities ahead for him. So this is definitely not a coach that we're going to have here for like 7-8 years.
Yeah, agreed.
Right? So that's something maybe to keep an eye on is, okay, if his style is 4-3-3, do we stick with that same sort of idea moving forward? Do we find coaches that fit that bill? Is there a certain development where we start in a 4-3-3 and it develops into the more popular in MLS 4-2-3-1? What happens over time? This is definitely not one where I expect by year 3 we have the same coach. I think by year 3, year 4, we're moving on either because the results aren't there or because he's ultimately going on to bigger and better things.
Coming into the MLS where, we've got GAM, TAM, designated players, like having that philosophy, understanding to work within a budget, he's going to be able to do that here, which I like. And then the third thing that I like is that that team that he coached at Independiente del Valle, four of the starting players through that whole tournament were from the academy. So, I mean, that's a really interesting point because, I mean, that's something that Zoran and a lot of people in the back talked about, like, hey, bringing in a coach that can not only know how to play with the team, but also can bring up informed players. And I think it's going to be I think it's a great signing. I personally feel like it's high risk reward. Like if you give him enough time and the right type of players to play within his system, which he has to get right, then it'll work out.
That's the sort of profile coach that I think MLS teams are trying to go after, is those up and coming high profile coaches that have really high ceilings can develop young talent, and they know that they may be going to their next big thing with a national team, maybe going to Mexico or maybe going to Europe.
Yeah. So the best word I would use in terms of the coach is potential. It's not really experience or youth; it's potential. Like he has a very, very high ceiling, and based on what he's produced so far. So I think it's a great everything that Vaughn talked about, spot on. I mean, if he comes and does a great job here, his next step is either Europe or like a national team.
That's some good stuff. Thank you so much, Jorge and Vaughn. And I'm so excited to say, bienvenidos, Miguel. Welcome to Charlotte. We can't wait to see you on the pitch with our Charlotte FC. Adios.